Hi, welcome to Between Techie. In this video, we are going to learn about Python exceptions. Let's get started. What is exception? Exceptions are nothing but the runtime interruption which can be handled. There are some notes you can see in the diagram. There is only one type of error in Python, that is syntax error. Rest all are called as exceptions. In Python, exceptions are handled using two blocks. Those are try and except. Any lines of code giving an exception is written in try block. A try block can have any number of except blocks. Except block is executed only when exception occurs in try block. Next, you can see the syntax of try and except. This is very simple. You can see we have try, and then in the next line we need to mention one tab space, and then we can have our statements. Similarly, in the next line we need to specify except with colon, and then in the new line you can see that one tab space should be there, then statement should be there. And as you can see in the diagram, that one try block can have multiple except blocks. Alright, let's see some examples. Suppose I'll create one variable a equals to int, and here I'll use input method. Input, let's say, let me give some message, enter value of a. Alright, next I'll take another variable which is nothing but b, and here also I'll take integer type and I'll use input method. Let me give some message, enter value of b. Alright, so now I'll do try and except. Try, as I said, I need to specify with colon, try colon. Next, if I hit the enter, it will be taking one dash space. Here we need to perform our logic. Suppose I am giving c equals to a divided by b. Alright, in the next line let me print c. I'll print the c value. Alright, so here now I need to define except. Except, what exactly I can do, let me take 0 division error. Okay, let's print some message that invalid input. Alright, next I can use another except. So here I can also print some message that default exceptions which handles all exception. Alright, so let's see the output. So here I need to give some value for A. Suppose I am giving 10, and here I'll give some value for B, which is nothing but I am giving 0. See, it is throwing me invalid input because I cannot divide 0 by 10. I'm sorry, I cannot divide 10 by 0 because 0 cannot be divided by 10. Alright, so that is why I am getting invalid input error. In case, let me run it, and I'll give some value of A equals to 10 and B equals to 2. So I am getting 5.0. This is my value. Alright, as I cannot do, or as I cannot perform this operation, in that case it is going to be throw me the exception. This is nothing but the zero division error. This is nothing but the exception. Okay, so instead of this division error, zero division error, whatever the exceptions are will be printing, instead of that, explicitly I have printed this message, invalid input. Alright, so let's see another example for this. Let's say I'll take a list A equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me give some space. Alright, so here I'll perform try print A of, let's say I'm taking 20. Okay, now I need to mention except index error as I. I can give any exception, okay, but it should be proper. Let me print the value of I. Alright, so I'll explain what I have done. So here you can see I have taken a list whose length is 4. You can see the positions are 0, 1, 2, 3. That means all total 4. My index is total 4. If I want to print the value of, whatever the value is present at 20th position, is it possible? Answer is no, because our length is the length of the string, length of the list is total 4. But here I am trying to print the value of the list of the position 20, which is not possible. Okay, in that case it will be coming to except block, and it will be giving me the index error exception. Alright, let's see the output. See, output is list index out of range, because this is not in our range. Our range is total 0 to 3, but this we are trying for 20th position, which is nothing but our out of range. Alright, let's see another example. Let me try print, suppose 10 divided by 0. Alright, next I'll do accept index error as I. Let's print the value of I. Next, I can use multiple accepts. Okay, accept 0 division error also as, let me take Z. Okay, let me print Z here. Next, I'll create another accept. Another accept, which is, let me mention it as default. Alright, so this will be default exception. If nothing will be considered, then it will be throwing me the default exception. Alright, so let's see what exactly we'll be getting. Division by 0. Alright, why it is throwing me this one? Because there is nothing mentioned as per the index. Okay, so it will be checking for whether 10 divided by 0 which is printable or not. If it is printable, then it should be printing me directly. If it is not printable, then it will be coming to the next line, which is nothing but we have mentioned index error. So in index error, you can see we have not defined any kind of indexing or list anything. So that is why it is not going to print any value for this index error. Next, it will be coming and checking for 0 division error. It will check whether it will be divided or it cannot be divided. Okay, so this will be giving me the result as division by 0. Alright, so like that we'll see another example. Let me take the same kind of list, which is nothing but a equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Alright, let me give it try block. Let me print print of a. I'll take the position as 2. Alright, now I'll give accept index error as I. Print I. Next, I'll take I'll take one else here. I can use else also. Okay, else it will print let me give some message, no exception. Okay, so which means I'll explain. I have taken one list which is nothing but 1 2 3 4. The index are 0, it will be starting with 0, 1, 2 till 3. Alright. So here in try block, I am trying to print A, which is position of 2, which is nothing but the second position is 0, 1, 2, which is nothing but 3. The value is 3. Okay, which can be printable. So it will be printing me the value of second position, which is nothing but 3. Then it will not check except block, because try block already it has been satisfied. That is why it will be not coming to the except block. Alright, and then if it is not coming to the except block, then it will be coming to the else part. Else part, here it will be executing the whatever the statements we have. Here we have the statement as print no exception. Alright, so let's see what exactly output for this. See, the output is 3 and then no exception. Alright, so these are some examples I have given to you for your reference, which you can understand properly. Alright, let's go back to our slide. So here we'll see some two different blocks, or you can say something we can use in our exception. So first one is finally block. Finally block means finally block gets executed no matter an execution is occurred or not. Likewise, raise is used to throw an exception explicitly. Alright, let's see some example for this. So let's say this is finally. Finally, what I said in finally, just a second. So in finally block will be gets executed no matter an execution is occurred or not. That means if I'll go back to my previous example, here I have given try, except, else, or try with multiple except. All these are I have given. If I'll mention one finally block here, so no matter whether these try, except, all these are executed or not, it will be definitely that block is going to be executed. Alright, so let's see some example for this finally block. Let me take one try. Let me print the value 10 divided by 0. Now here I can mention except, let's take 0 division error. I'll take it as I. As means I am using as for taking the alias. Okay, so I am not using this big name, so because of that I am using I. I is nothing but 0 division error. Alright, so let's print some message, or I'll print the value of I. Now I can mention finally. Okay, finally means it will be executed differently. Okay, let's say print, let me give some message, all my execution done. Alright, let me run it. Let's see the output. Okay, if all these try except will be executed or not executed, that doesn't matter for finally block. If I have mentioned finally block, that means this is going to be executed definitely. Okay, it will not depending upon try and except. All right, let's see one example for rage. Okay, so as I said, rage is used to throw an exception explicitly. Okay, so I'll give one example. Suppose I'm taking if 10 double equals to suppose 1. All right, so in this case let me print some message that equals. Okay, now let me take else part here. Here I can use rage. So what will be the syntax for rage? It's very simple. Rage, I can define any kind of error, or I can mention rage value error. So here the whatever the exceptions already there, value error is nothing but one exception. I'm here raising the value error, or I'm raising the exceptions explicitly. Okay, so value error, and here I can give some message for that exception. Okay, explicitly invoked. This is just a message I'm giving. Okay, so let me explain you. So here I have taken if condition, if 10 double equals to 1, in that case, if 10 double equals to 1, in that case it will be printing equals. But here we are trying for the negative scenario, which is this is the condition will not be satisfied, because all of you know that 10 is not equals to 1. So in that case else part will be executed. So here I am raising one value error, and here I am giving some message. Okay, so output will be explicitly invoked, because this is something I am trying to print. You can see I am getting here value error explicitly invoked. All right, so I am getting this value error, and here you can see the message whatever I have given explicitly invoked. All right, so let's go back to our slide. Next is whatever we have studied, all these are the exceptions whichever predefined. All right, so now we are going to learn about the user defined or custom exceptions. Okay, so how we can create or how we can define a exception explicitly, or you can say like how we can create a custom exception. All right, so there are some steps which are nothing but create a class with the exception name which extends the superclass exception. So here exception is nothing but one superclass. We need to create a class with the exception name and which extends to the superclass exception. So extends means, if you remember in my previous video that I have explained you in inheritance how we can use for superclass. Alright, so next step is, if necessary, you can give implementation for class, or else just specify pass. Alright, next point is, whenever you want to invoke a custom exception, you make to use of rage. Alright, let's see one example for this. let me comment it. Okay, let me mention this is user defined exception, or we can say custom exception. Okay, so let's see one example. What I said, the first step is we need to create a class. Let's say I'll take a class invalid age error. Okay, invalid age error. So I need to extend to some superclass which is nothing but our exception. Exception is nothing but the superclass of all the exceptions. Okay, I am using here. Okay, let me just pass it. Okay, let me pass it. Let me take a try. Here I can give my logic. Age equals to, age is nothing but the variable I have taken. So here I'll take integer type. Next I'll use input method, and here I can give some message, enter your age. Okay, so now I'll mention one condition. If age is greater than 18, in that case print issue the driving license. All right, next is I'll mention else part. Else, here I can mention range, invalid age error, whichever I have taken, invalid age error. Okay, and here I can give some message, age is less than or equals to 18. All right, so now what I need to do, if I have used try, then of course I need to use except also. Except I'll take invalid as error as e. All right, next I'll print e. Okay, so in this case let me run it. Let's see the output. Enter your age. Suppose I am giving 20. 20 means issue the driving license. All right, let me rerun it. Let's say I'll give 17. My age is 17. Okay, now let me hit enter. You can see the invalid age error, which is nothing but our new exception recently we have created. So this is going to be raised. Okay, and the message whichever I have given, that message is going to be displayed here, which is nothing but age is less than or equals to 18. All right, I hope all of you are clear on Python exceptions, and I hope this video is really make an effect for you If you feel that this is really helpful for you, please like, comment, share, and please do not forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.